Story. Sure. Thanks, babe. Ah, T. Todoroki, Momo exclaimed in a whispering remark. This surprised Shoto, causing him to look behind him almost as if someone tried to perform a sneak attack on him. What's wrong? He asked, confused. What did you see call me? Babe, I heard Kaminari call Jiro, so I tried it too. Shoto innocently replied. Momo, on the other hand, was blushing intensely. Someone might hear you. Were supposed to be broken up, alright. Momo replied. 5 days earlier. Blank, underscore, blank, underscore, blank. Quick author note. Sentences that are framed as italicized are contents from past chapters, either from this book or the first one. Blank, underscore, blank, underscore, blank. Flashback to what really happened in Todo Momo POV chapter 56 of first book. Todoroki can be a little dense and shy at times, but he really loves you. Don't worry, Momo, you two will work it out, I'm sure of it. Ochako remarked as she gave Momo a reassuring smile. Thanks, Ochako. It really means a lot. Yaoyorozu cheerfully thanked as Ochako heads for the door carrying Izuku's lunch. After the brunette closed the door behind her, Momo was left in her own thoughts about Todoroki before realizing she really needed to talk to her boyfriend about the state of their relationship. She began walking to the elevator heading up to the guys' dorms. The whole time she was thinking about him and only him. The truth was, she didn't know what to do. The only thing she thought of was the sorta kinda incident that occurred during Deku's birthday. Flashback within a flashback to chapter 52 Todo Momo POV. Are you sure it's okay? Last thing I want is to be placed in a difficult position again. He uttered, rubbing the back of his head. I'm sure, she blushingly replied, wrapping her arms around his neck as he reluctantly placed his hands on her waist. They really got you earlier, huh? She asked her boyfriend as they slow danced. Yeah, sorry, he responded as he looks away from his girlfriend. You know I didn't intend to dress like this, just for my boyfriend to not look at me. She remarked with a pained expression, but sadly Todoroki still didn't pay attention and instead glanced past her with an empty expression. Thinking he was getting disinterested with her, Momo took a step back and lowered her head in dismay. You know, I was looking forward to this Shoto. To Todoroki's surprise, Momo loosened her grip on him and just remained standing in silence. She didn't want to take away the focus on Ochako and Izuku, so she waited for the dance to end before walking away. Back to 5 days earlier, Momo. Once Momo reached Todoroki's room, she took a deep breath before knocking on his door. After a few seconds, Shoto answered and opened the door. Why, Yaoyorozu? Hey, can we talk? She asked, a bit surprised that Todoroki called her by her last name. Shoto, on the other hand, was still trying to process the fact that Momo was in front of his room. I am sure, Todoroki replied as he stood still by the entryway of his room. Can we speak in your room? She asked, which made the guy flinch for a second. Sure, he replied, stepping aside as Momo slowly enters his well-decorated traditional Japanese-style bedroom. Promoted stories. You'll also like. 1UP. 8.9K 223. How are you so much better than me at everything? Ring operator, ring operator. When YN always 1UPs Katsuki and I. My Hero Revolution. 1.6K 69. This is the rewrite to Hero in my own way. Similar style, but vastly different. Well, everything. I do not own anything related to My Hero Academia. IT belongs to Ko. Possessive. Katsuki Bakugo. 22K280. Fem. Reader X Katsuki Bakugo. My Hero Academia fanfic. Sparkles, sparkles, sparkles. YN wants more than anything to become a hero. But, she knows how hard it will be because of her terrible queer. Drawn to you, izuocha. 4.2K92. To clarify, no smut, a lot of fluff, and a small amount of gore, maybe more to come smiley face. I do not own any of the pictures displayed in this story. Hope you enjoy the store. I'm Not a Hero. Book 1. 6.7K124. In a world where you either have a quirk or your quirkless twins were born. They soon realized not all men were created equal. One was quirkless and one had multiple. Essence of a true hero. 1.4K37. Izuku Midoriya always wanted to be a hero since he was a little kid. Since he saw the great All Might save so many lives, that has been his one dream. After being Diagno, A Dragon's Trust Book 1. 2.2M 60.6K. A Dragon's Trust BNHA Various X Nightlight. Reader Book 1. And quat. W what are you and quat. And quat. A friend. And quat. Tilde 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 tilde. Female. Reader. Male and female love interest. As Momo entered slowly with her head lowered, she stopped and faced him. Shoto Yaoyorozu, you're breaking up with me, are you? Shoto weakly asked with a hint of shame and embarrassment. What? Where did you get that idea? Momo exclaimed. You walked out after the dance without saying anything. Shoto remarked with an innocent clueless face. Right. Sorry about that, Shoto. I was looking forward about last night but then you were not responding to me at all so. I felt a little dismayed. Sorry for acting so childish. Yaomomo stated covering her face with both of her hands. Todoroki walked closer to Momo only stopping when he's 2 feet away from her and bowed. I have to apologize as well. I didn't mean to be so distant last night, it's just. I'm still learning to get used to this. The others offering their remarks had not been helping as well. Sorry for thinking that you're going to end our relationship. I thought I could just get it over with. Well, do you want to break up? Momo asked hoping he's going to say no. The sight of her and the sound of her voice struck his chest. No, I'm not planning on doing that, he answered feeling a bit embarrassed. The idea of romance is new for Todoroki perhaps even for Momo. Indeed they went for an awkward start but either of them did not want to stop. I'm unaware of what to do with a relationship like ours, and I may not be well equipped for it right now. His heart began beating fast and unknowingly started mustering all his strength to get close to her. Momo on the other hand was standing still trying to process what was happening. He then slowly placed his hands on her shoulders with his eyes still fixed on the ground. Still, this is the happiest I've ever been in years. He added slowly pulling her into an embrace. I don't want this to end. I love you, Momo. Shoto declared for the first time. Hearing Todoroki say those words made the onyx-haired beauty feel both shock and awe as a tear fell from her eye. Shoto. This is the first time why you said it. She blushingly remarked returning the embrace he felt the warmth of his body radiate to her. She felt a sense of calmness almost giving her an assurance that everything will work out just fine. I feel the same about you as well. I love you too, she said as both she and Todoroki held the embrace for a few minutes before letting go. Blank, underscore, blank, underscore, blank. Present day. I'm aware. Sorry, but I figured I should try some things so our relationship would be less awkward. Todoroki replied, well, maybe start off with not imitating Kaminari every chance you get. Momo playfully remarked. But still, Shoto, Mina and the others would get the wrong idea which is admittedly the right one. Well, why did you tell them we broke up anyway? Shoto innocently asked as he took the liberty of removing the kettle from its heating station pouring it on his and Momo's cups. I didn't know what I was thinking. It just slipped out, but still maybe it's for the better. She muttered, accepting the cup Shoto handed her. I would prefer to keep us private even for a few days. Just for the girls to get off our backs for once. She snickered, carefully sipping from the hot cup of tea. That won't work, a voice said, coming from behind the kitchen. Momo felt surprised as she turned to look at where the voice belonged to. Bakugo. She exclaimed as blood rushed to her cheeks. How long have you been standing there, Bakugo? Todoroki asked. It's not like I wanted to listen, icy hot. He calmly replied, probably for the sake of the couple, probably. Bakugo, please don't tell anyone, especially the girls. Momo requested. I don't plan to. I don't give a fuck anyway. Just don't do that love crap around me. It's hard enough that shitty hair and the others are doing crap like that already. Bakugo derided before walking out with his hands in his pocket. Damn extras getting girlfriends. It's getting more and more annoying. Meanwhile, can you stop for a second, Kami? You've been irritating for hours, and that's an understatement. A student with a purple hair wearing a shiketsu hat jeered. I'm so psyched. We're going to UA, fam. I know that's the 12th time you said that. I bet Todoroki is eager for a rematch. A muscular guy chimed in a tense manner. Oh, hottie Todoroki. He never texted me since we exchanged numbers. She remarked with pouty lips. Do not worry, Kami. I am sure he was busy getting stronger as my rival. He declared. I'm totes hanging out with him. She remarked, taking out her phone to check on her contacts. What about the other guy, Bakugo? Inasa asked. I dunno, he's so extra at times, but he's a total cutie. Blank, underscore, blank, underscore, blank. Cringe all you want, I don't blame you. Just kidding XD, I do hope it didn't come off that way. Hope you guys liked it. I published 2 chapters to at least compensate for a month of not posting anything. Thanks for taking the time to read. There is more to come. No amount of projects and exams can stop me, hopefully, XD.